Hi everyone, welcome back to Forwards. We have got Katie's brand new Forwards GR20 build number 43 to show you today. She'll be collecting this later on today, so we thought we'd take this opportunity to give you a quick bike check of the bike. I'll start with the handlebars. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to change that because I do that all the time. I'm going to change to the paint. So we'll start with the paint because the paint is pretty bold, but in quite a classy way. So it's she was after an orange colour. She actually looked at our colour chart and she wanted to sort of mix up our colour chart a little bit. And although we've done a couple of oranges, she wanted to do something a bit different. So this is it's a Porsche colour. It's called Papaya, and it's a really dark sort of orange, bronzy, sort of dark metallic colour. And then we've used black graphics on it. So I'll give you a quick tour around and show you the paintwork there. But as you can see, stunning as always. This is custom paint by Stuart at UI Customs. So GR20 on the top, in the black as I said, with the Union Jack on the back of the seat post there, or the seat tube. We've got the build number 43 on the inside of the chainstay, and then forwards of course down the down tube there, and then it's also got forwards on the head tube just around the top there as always. And you can sort of, hopefully you'll be able to see, I've positioned the bike slightly different in the shop today so we can see the paint a bit better. That sounds like someone's just turned up, which has ruined my video. I'll come back in a bit. Hello again. So that was Lewis dropping his bike off. Hi Lewis, if you're watching the video. Thanks for creating that edit. Anyway, let's get back to our bike check. We'll start at the handlebars, or carry on from where we were, looking down at the handlebars, and then show you what we've got on Katie's bike here. So we have got a Pro Discover finishing kit as always. It's got a 90mm stem, and we've got that set up as a plus 6 degrees. We are running 2 spacers under here, and they are 2 15mm carbon spacers with our normal 10mm chimney on the top, so 2 at the bottom. Actually, the spacers at the bottom work really well for the bags, for wrapping the strap round there. And this particular customer wanted the front end higher because of the touring that she's going to be doing on the bike, so that's what we set up for her. Again, as we've said before in other videos, if we do need to lower this down, it's obviously much easier for us to cut steerers down because you can't put the steerer back on, so it gives us an opportunity there. So handlebars, it's got the Pro Discover handlebar, and this is a 40 centimetre wide. Sorry, zoom back in there. So 40 centimetre wide with a 12 degree flare. So the 40 has the flatter, more aero top, bit of a better position there, or better width there for putting your hands on. Bar tape, as I'm touching it, is the BBB BHT 16. That's the 3.5mm tape that we use on all our gravel builds, and it's finished in the figure of 8 around the lever with the matching end tape on the inside as always. Just having trouble with my camera today focusing in. I think that's all okay. And we've got the JRC computer mount on the front there, set up for a Garmin, with the JRC trees top cap there, which is really nice. It's becoming a signature of all our builds now. We're fitting those. So that's set up like that. Group set wise, it's mechanical, so it's a GRX 800 series full mechanical group set. So we've got the 11-speed shifter on the right hand side with a dropper post shifter on the left hand side. The dropper post shifter we've mentioned before in videos, but it gives us the security if the customer sort of dropped the bike, it just pushes the lever over. So that's a good hack if anyone's thinking about which one to go with. If it's the other non 2x group set, so the normal 1x group set, that's actually rigid, that's fixed in place, so you've got that. Some people might not like it moving, but it's quite a good little way of getting around the brake and lever problem. So rest of the group set, we'll come back to accessories in a minute, but we'll just finish off the group set stuff. So it's a GRX front chain set, obviously, to go with the group set. It's a 170mm crank length, and then we fitted this one with the 40 tooth front chainring, so it's slightly smaller than the standard one. You have all those options when you're getting the bikes. Ultegra chain, standard lubrication on that, that's not a wax chain. And then that leads us to the cassette, and then we've got the XT 1142 tooth rear cassette, 11 speed, and then the GRX wide ratio mechanism with the lockout on there as well, so the lockout lever. So that's all there. Oh, little tiny details if you wanted to see. I might do a little Instagram post for this. Check out how cool that cable nipple is. That's using the new Park Tool cable nipple pliers, so that's an interesting one for you. We found it fascinating anyway, but it just does a really nice job at finishing those off if you want to look at some of the little details. And while we're talking about details, all of the finishing bolts, as always, stainless steel with washers. So stainless steel there. That'll lead us nicely to the bottle cages. We've gone with the Cannibal bottle cages on this one, and they are using the normal washer arrangement that we have there, so the flat washer against the bottle cage with a locking washer to stop the bolt coming undone when it's sort of shaking off road and stuff. So two stealth cages on the top, one stealth cage on the bottom with a Topeak escape pod, that's the small size. And then we've also got the little hack that we do, which is using the black rubber bands. These are like the bracelet bands that you would get, very similar to what the Livestrong one would have been years ago, the yellow ones. And then we use that just as extra security to stop this flying out. So if you put a tool pod under there, it's a really good option to get some security on that. That's got the muck-off tubeless tyre repair kit in there. It's got a multi-tool in there, spare gear hanger, which we give all our customers free of charge when they buy a bike, and bits and pieces like that. Those escape pods have a really nice anti-rattle sleeve in there as well, so it's not bouncing around and making loads of noise, which is pretty cool. So that's that. Saddle wise, she's got a specialised power saddle. This really messed up my OCD fitting one of these to one of our builds, but it's one that the customer gets on really well with, so you just fitted one of these. So it's the Mimic, one of those, all set up to a bike fit. So that's set up in the appropriate size and things. Little tiny details like the clamp is inverted. If anyone's noticed that on videos and wonder why we do that, we started spinning the clamp round because when you put the Apogera bags on the back here, so if you put the bag on the back, the front of the bag used to rub against this, and this flat edge would rub a hole in your bag. So if you've just spent 140 quid or whatever it was from a bag from us, you'd be pretty annoyed if you had a hole in it. So we just spin that round now, which is just a little tiny detail I noticed on this bike check. Wheel wise, we've got Hunt's awesome carbon 35 gravel wheels, and these are the brand new version, the hookless version, and they're finished there with the muck off valve caps. We fit in those standard on all our builds now as well. The rear one's got the little valve tool, and then the front one's just standard. Tyre wise, we have gone with the Rambler 700 by 40 on this one, and then we're running the 120 TPI, so that's slightly more supple than the 60 TPI option. We also stock those as well. Front wheels obviously matching, that would make sense. Don't even know why I'm mentioning that, sorry about that. So the same one. Standard nice Hunt hubs there, just show you some of that. Obviously all of this is the stainless steel finishing kit. She's got XT pedals, so double-sided XT pedals, brand new, even got the warning label on it there. So those ones there, we'll loosen these off depending what the customer wants us to do with the tension on those. And it's got a BB60 bottom bracket. I'm running those on there at the moment. Our new, well not new, but our little rubber bungs down the bottom there, they're all specially ordered in for us to make sure they fit properly. Paint job, as I hope you agree, is absolutely insane, looking gorgeous there. It's hard to even get it to focus because of the reflection. So yeah, very nice indeed. Bolt on top tube bag there from Apogera, absolutely fantastic. This is the Expedition one, and when they released this with bolt-on, it was amazing, because originally it was the strap version, so this is much better. It has those little plastic screw mounts there which fit on the GR20 perfectly, so that's really nice. She's asked for that, so we fitted that there as well. Disc brake wise, standard is all the builds. So this is XTR rotors, 160mm with the GRX 800 series calipers, and so that's what we got there. Oh, actually it's also got tyre liners in this one as well, this build. So we got the Vittoria gravel tyre liner in the tyres, just for a bit extra peace of mind, and then the same brakes there on the back. Obviously that would make total sense. I think I've waffled on as always, got to do the bit of waffling. I'll just come back here, refocus it so we can get a good look at it, but I think that's enough. We've covered off all the details of the build. I'm just having a quick scan over it, don't think I've missed anything. So there we go. Hopefully you enjoyed that and I didn't bore you to death too much, but thanks for your time and watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now.